Mhm. I mean, if it's like physical, then yeah, you don't need to be there because that's not loving to put yourself into that situation. But for most people, it's not a physical thing. Um, but like we said last week, we're just continue integrating this is um, really be in the body, like put the attention in the body. That's what I mean. Really feel the body because when you're around these people, the the habit, your 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 instinct is to then run away from the body because it feels uncomfortable. So it gets to be like, okay, now I want to escape this. Where what I'm saying is this actually is presenting itself as like a spiritual catalyst for you, right? So then when it's like, why am I feeling so uncomfortable around these people? Why do I feel like I need to escape them? Why do I feel separate from them? Why do I feel like this? Then this becomes the doorway. This is the opportunity for you to then feel because it's triggering all of that in you. You're seeing like a negative scene, your parents or your in-laws, and they're talking about negative stuff. And why is it really bothering you? How come there can't be peace? Because it doesn't require that negativity to leave. It doesn't require that negativity to stop. It's kind of like what we were talking about, I think, like last week or maybe the last session, I forget what it was, but it's kind of like that where we're talking about, like I called it the positivity trap, is when we're trying to avoid negativity, where we say like no negativity, right? Even people like they have t-shirts like this, like no negativity and positive vibes only. That is basically a clinging and aversion, right? We're seeking to only feel good and then we don't want to feel bad, right? Versus what I'm saying is that's where the most growth happens, where it's like you actually start, there's more introspection, there's more self-reflection, and it's just, why is it that they're so triggering me? Why is it that I'm so uncomfortable around them? Because it's really triggering the the identity within you. And that's what then you start observing. And once you start observing it more and more in the presence of your in-laws and your family, then you just start seeing that you're you're not so triggered. You're not so uncomfortable, that you're able to be with it. You're able to be with it. Rima had a good one. I forget what she said, but it was like she said something like she had to go talk to her mom. Then her mom always, saves these. I forget how she said it. She said it very elegantly, but it was she saves these words for her on these calls, right? And it's like, yeah, I think everyone can relate to that. That your parents just have that. They kind of, they save these opinions, and then they kind of, they have their own kind of way of saying it. And sometimes when they say it, it's just like, oh, like it. Why did that stung? That burned. Like, oh. Once you start seeing that more and more and observing that within you and really feeling it within yourself, what happens is you don't get stung anymore. You don't get burned. And actually, what stops happening is they stop saying those comments because they don't get a rise out of you. You just basically, it's like you can, yeah, it's like they can say it all they want. They can find new ways of saying it, but it's like nothing, it's like nothing moves in you.